My name is Daryl Glasper. We must save our community. There are some hotbed issues in East Baton Rouge Parish that we've talked about for a number of months now. And one of them is the River Center project. It's a project where a developer have approached the Metropolitan Council, Louisiana State University, and other agencies in the East Baton Rouge Parish area to build a new arena. Now, I want to be very transparent. As a former elected official, I represented District Number 10. LSU happened to be in that district. I also represented the senior citizens, the schools, the government, and other people. So I know a little bit about the district and the makeup of the district. We have some very difficult times in East Baton Rouge Parish right now, especially in the District 10 area. There's a 5-mile areas that encompass Louisiana State University, city parish government, state government, community colleges, as well as Southern University. All of those entities have needs. All of those areas have some type of problems that we need to address as a government and as a community. I have voiced my concerns about this arena project. Not that I'm against it. I just think that the scales of justice is tilted in one direction. And it's tilted in that direction because of our elected officials. I have stated in the past, and I will continue to state as long as I'm breathing and can participate in this political process, that we are not being represented to our maximum capacity. We're not getting the representation that the people who elected us told us they were going to give this community when they were running for office. And I will show you that. District 10 Councilwoman Carolyn Coleman is the chairman of the organization that leading this charge to build a new $400 million arena. And at the same time, there are all kind of problems going on in District 10 with its schools, with its housing, with job training, with economic development. There's no access to capital. And there's certainly nothing there to curb the crime in that community. I just think that there are pressing issues that we need to address before we address recreation, or trying to make kids that we are paying to play at universities to make them happy. We are paying them. They are now employees. They're not students. These individuals are getting a large sum of money, and now they're dictating to the very people that are paying them where they want to play, where they want to sleep, what they want to drive. It has moved away from the mission of education until the mission of satisfying those that will one day leave this area. They come for a short period of time. So I will go to the kitchen table. My grandmother always told me, when you're sitting down and you're having conversations, you can see things very, very plain, very, very clear. And so I'm going to move once again this conversation to the kitchen table. And I want you, the voters of East Baton Rouge Parish, you have to remember, it's all or nothing. We are all in this together. When one part of the community is hurting, another part is going to hurt eventually. We have to make this thing whole. The only way that this whole thing is going to work is that we're going to have to make some tough decisions. The people that you elect to represent you are the leaders of your ideas, your desires, and your needs in a community. So let's move to the kitchen table, and I'm going to lay out my public education thoughts about this whole project. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you at the kitchen table. Thank you. My name is Daryl Glasper. I'm trying to enlighten the public on what is going on with the River Center project. I have named it Transactional Politics at its best. What do I mean by transactional politics? What most people don't understand about government is that you have transactions every day going on around government, around state government, local government, around federal government. There's so many funds that are coming in, so much money coming in, some of it for economic development, some of it for social programs, some of it to fix infrastructure, and just to maintain and run government. Plus, there's a large portion of tax dollars that are coming to the government from you, the taxpayers. What is going on? Most people don't really understand the integral workings of government. I have had the pleasure in my life to be elected official, to see how government worked from the inside. And what I learned with my public education was how to do more with less, how to look at each one of these transactions from the beginning to the end. And so the table is set. My grandmother always said, you find out more information sitting at the kitchen table and realizing where's all the food going. And that's why she always had a bell. She would ring that bell. And at 5 o'clock, we had to be in, wash our hands, and sit at the kitchen table. And the table was set just like I have today. I have set the table on this transaction as I see it, as just a lay person, a person with a public education, not an expert, but a person who is concerned about the direction of this community and direction it is going. All of these transactions are political transactions. Who's benefiting? Where is the scales of justice in all of these transactions? Is it tilted in the direction of the taxpayer? Is it tilted in the direction of these contractors and NGOs and other individuals that are partaking of the federal, state, and local dollars that are in the coffins for to take care of the goods and services that you deserve to have on a daily basis? Now, I'm going to kind of walk you through it. My grandmother always said, if you wanted to really, really understand, let's start talking around the table. Let's start maneuvering things around the table. So the table is set. And I want to start off by saying that the table is set right here, and it was set by the Metropolitan Council. When was that? That was last year. That's when your elected officials, voting 11-1, decided that they were going to give the contractor. This is the contractor's plate right here. You see, the contractor not only have a big stash of bread, the contractor has, guess what? Your 11-1 voters gave the contractor all the meat on the table. These are lamb chops. This is real food. So the contractor is blessed to go along with his meal. You see what the contractor was given? He was given all of the sides. He was given some real good things. So that happened prior to what? Prior to this administration. So the contractor plate is set. Now, after getting a non-compete, I'm going to take my time. Not only did the contractor get a non-compete, where in the world would you give a contractor who is coming to your community a non-compete clause so that you can't compete against him with your facility, the Raising Cane Center, or the River Center as I call it? So you seek 8,000. They say, oh no, you can't have 8,000. You have to give us a non-compete that makes sure that we're successful and you're not. So we're going to get you down to 3,500. That's all you can have. You can't have any more. But that's your facility. It's paid for by your tax dollars. And they, 11-1, the people that you elected, say we're going to give you a non-compete clause. Now, on top of that, the state of Louisiana, in a geographic area around the development, where you're talking about LSU downtown, it is a one square block. They created what they call an economic zone. Now, in that economic zone, this contractor, with the food that you've already given him, can get now additional 2% sales tax on top of your 10.5% sales tax. So now listen to me good. All of the businesses within that geographic area now is going to be taxed at 12.5%. Because you remember, your elected officials, 11-1, say, hey, Mr. Contractor, thank you so much for coming and taking advantage of us, we're going to give you 2% more now, and that's your 2%. But guess what? The old contractor wasn't satisfied. The old contractor said the only way this thing's going to make you the city, the only way it's going to work is that the city of Baton Rouge give up another 2% of your sales tax. So now, you remember, this is a city. Oh yeah, the city don't have a whole lot, but guess what? Oh, the city's got a great big salad and a whole lot of gyros on top of that salad, and our salad looks good, right? That's the taxpayers. And let me tell you something. I got you a good plate right here. You see this plate? Oh, it's a colorful plate. It looks good. It's all black, white, rich businesses, small businesses, little businesses, all kind of mom and pop people, everybody. And every time a transaction happens, it happens what? On your plate. So now, what you thought you had on your plate now goes to the contractor. So the contractor left you with an empty plate. So now the contractor, because they are smart and they have all of these engineers, economists, individuals come down before your elected officials and paint this beautiful picture that this is the best project since a slice of bread. They're asking the state of Louisiana to also pony up an additional 2%. And if they don't pony up that 2%, I don't know if these numbers work. Well, I already knew the numbers didn't work. You talk to any economist in the country, they'll tell you that this does not work from a financial standpoint, but it leaves you with an empty plate. Now that turns my attention right now to Louisiana State University. And that's Louisiana State University plate. Louisiana State University, and I stand to be corrected, because you got to remember, I only have a public education. And we had to break these transactions down in order to make a good grade. But I can tell you, I'm going to make an A. You don't have to worry about it. I'm going to make an A on this project. Louisiana State University, your land, your golf course that you have neglected for years and could have made millions of dollars every year. Now, you're talking to somebody who understands business, government, and politics. You let it go to waste. You have wasted a golden opportunity. Whoever is running Louisiana State University, you should call them in and question them. Why did you let land, a beautiful venue, go to nothing? When in Baton Rouge, every golf course was overplayed. You gave away millions in hopes to do what? To get what you wanted to get. So you sacrifice a venue for the children and for the people of the school and for the community to do what? Because you wanted to have your way. That's all. That's all. So your golf course, Louisiana State University, go give up concessions, parking, ticket revenue, new revenue from the in and around the new arena, if it ever happens, associated with that arena, and you're going to give up 100% of revenue to non-LSU events to this contractor right here. But that is a deal between your elected officials and now LSU. So I'm going to reach on over here and let LSU understand. Now, this is LSU plate. What a beautiful plate that LSU has. See here? Oh, good crystal. LSU. Louisiana State University, the flagship university. This is your plate. And what you have done now, all for your plate, oh man, look at here. That's a big salad. That's a chicken salad. I know you eat healthy. All your athletes are the best. You have the best of the best. So guess what? You're giving up your food off your plate to the contractor. The old contractor that left the city with an empty plate. And now he has left Louisiana State University renting. You own a 12,000-seat arena. You have all of your concessions, all of your parking. Now you have to negotiate with a individual that's coming to this community and rent from him and pay fees for his staff and the operation of his venue when you have your own. That makes a lot of sense to me. Of course, I only have a public education. And that's what my grandmother said. Sit around the table. See, when you start emptying plates, it hit home to you. Now, boy, this is the big one. This is the one that I just think that will absolutely floor you. Oakview and its partners to receive. Now listen to this. Now this makes a lot of sense. If I was that contractor, I'd be dancing in the middle of the ocean, because you're never gonna go down. Not with these brilliant people. Look, Oakview is going to receive the commissions on concessions for 30 years, revenue for parking for 30 years, all revenue for non-LSU events for 30 years, maintenance and staffing support revenue for 30 years, revenue from non-campus event 30 years, 2% sales tax for 30 years from the state, 2% sales tax from the city 30 years, 2% sales tax from economic the district for 30 years. Now, this will floor you, Oakview, to receive a check from Our Lady of Lake Hospital, a non-profit organization operated by the Francisco Missionaries of Our Lady Health System. Now, please let me go back and say this again. A $200 million check for naming rights to put the name of a nonprofit on the contractor's building. Just drop another $200 million on his plate. This make a lot of sense. Now, let's get to the real transactional politics in East Baton Rouge Parish. You had one contractor to convince 11 council members to vote for this. One abstained. One said, no mas, can't convince me. But 11 did. Now, am I saying that anything crooked? I want to make myself very plain. How it can be crooked when you vote 11-1? You legitimize all of this. You legitimize by your vote. You got to remember, I used to sit down pushing buttons. I understand the green button. I understand what the green button means when it's in the majority. An empty plate for LSU. An empty plate for the city. Oh, by the way, I forgot. Our Lady of the Lake, not only you write the check, you just gave up a big seafood platter. You gave away the biggest pie of it all, because you taking money from people in the community, and let's go ahead and fill his plate over. Like you said, his cup it fill it over in the church. Well, let me say this to you. Look at this table. Oh, my grandmother would have a fit. See, that's what grandmother was saying. My grandmother was saying, why in the world, where's all the food going? And then look, by the way, see all them trimmings? That goes with the contractor. It doesn't go with the empty plate. You don't have nothing to put the trimmings on. Now, let me tell you why this is a transactional issue, in my opinion. Now, let's get real serious. Your elected officials that was elected to support you, to help you, and to take care of issues in your community, they received over $20,000 in campaign contributions. So I looked around as the table was set, and I couldn't find the dessert. And I got looking for the dessert. I said, now, my grandmother always had the dessert. Now, let me show you what the dessert is. I'm going to take this little box right here, okay? And I'm going to open this box, and I'm going to put a $1,000 check in it. I'm going to put another $1,000 check in it. I'm going to put another $1,500. Oh, wait, that's a big one. Wait a minute. Hold it, you can't leave my hand. That's $2,500. That's $2,500. That's $1,000. That's $1,200. Oh, you shorted them some. That's another $1,000. That's another $1,000. Oh, that was Carolyn Coleman.
I've developed relationships with every entity that you know here in Baton Rouge. And that's what it's all about. If we're talking about a growing Baton Rouge, you must be able to reach over on the other side and be able to bring what you need in your community. Yeah, you need them to help you actualize this. If you think about the 3 pearls there, talking about the beginning to the end, or the end to beginning again, you got to know your district too. I had a blight home that I restored. And so when we talk about blight, yeah, this blight throughout the Backroom, throughout Louisiana. And so we have the Blight to Bright committee that I just developed the committee for. Folk came to me and asked about that. I served the seniors. I served the children. I had one of the largest summer programs that you can ever imagine and expose these children to stuff that some of you and you have not been exposed to. That is going to the city club, get 105 bills.
That was the chairman of all of this situation. Carolyn Coleman, campaign contribution $1,000. See this one here? This one was the 30 kids that Miss Coleman took to the city club. Now, let me say this to you all. I make you 2 promises today. Let me close this up. So, since it's not illegal, but guess what? It's there. That's the dessert. When you look at this whole transaction, what 2 entities, did LSU get anything out of it? They're going to get a brand new arena in 30 years. Where are we going to be in 30 years? The people who are there now won't even be around in 30 years. That place empty. The taxpayers of East Baton Rouge Parish who need all types of services, who's begging for money just to fix the needs of running the city, empty plate. Oh my goodness. I'll lay there late. Oh, I can't even say anything about that. Look here, your nice platter is empty as well, and you gave up $200 million, or going to. Who is running that operation? And guess what? The big contractor right now is going to ride off in the sunset with a platter full of food and leaving everybody else hanging, and going to demand from you, if you don't do it my way, I don't get the 2% sales tax, I don't get the rebate, I don't get the money from the economic district, and you don't give me a non-compete, I'm out of here. I want to say this to you. I say I'll make you 2 promises. I'll never say anything else about this publicly, because if I did not get an A+ on this project, I stand to be corrected, because you remember our public education. If I don't stand to make an A off this project from a public school, man, I'm going to complain about this. So I tell you as voters, you look at every transaction. Don't give politicians no other passes. I can't not thank you enough for watching these podcasts, to watching how transactions happen. I'm going to break them down in the future. I'm not giving a politician a pass, especially you African-American politicians who are being quiet. See, the best thing in the world, when you don't want to be against something, you're quiet. You community leaders who are always talking about white and black issues, about the white people doing this and white people doing that, guess what? You're quiet. So I'm going to close by saying to you, the public, get your family and your friends around the kitchen table and listen to Grandma. Set the table and see who is taking all of the goodies off of the table. And with that, I promise you something else. I'm going to be like that one. You know what that one did? That one says no mask. I can promise you, this contractor with all these goodies can have an 18-wheel out in the driveway. All you gonna do is your motor's gonna run, brother. Because me, my staff, and my researchers, all of you all back there, they ain't gonna convince us they ain't gonna get this food out of here. Not only are we gonna have a good conversation, but we gonna keep our plates full. So you have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this, but I hope you learned something. You learned that the politicians work for you. You do not work for them. My name is Darrell Glassman. I want to thank you for watching this podcast.